tutor and curriculum developer for AB Computer Science at Intersim, a non-profit organization. This video will be a continuation of decision making in Java. In today's video, our primary focus will be on understanding what is if-else-if condition, what is if-else-if construct, and what is nested-if condition and nested-if construct. We will understand it through examples, syntax, and diagrams. So, without any further delay, let's begin. If-else-if construct. So what is if-else-if construct? It's a logical situation when actions are to be checked upon more than one condition. The result of the operation depends on whether any of the given condition is true or all the conditions are false and the else block is to be executed. What do I mean by this explanation or definition? So basically, if-else-if construct is used in a situation, is used in a logical situation when you need to perform operations and actions on more than one condition. That is multiple conditions are defined, and the result depends on whether any of those condition is true or not. If any of those condition is true, then the statement, the code snippet inside that block is executed. Otherwise, the else block is executed. Let us understand if-else-if condition through its syntax and diagram. Here is the if-else-if construct diagram and syntax. So what is the syntax exactly? If condition 1, then statement 1. If else-if condition 2, then statement 2. Else statement 3. It is a simple syntax. What does the syntax do exactly? Let us understand it from the diagram. So first the control goes, it checks whether the condition 1 is satisfied or not, whether the condition 1 is true or not, whether it matches the requirement of the user or not. If it matches the requirement of the user, if it matches the condition defined by the programmer, then statement 1 will be executed and the program will be terminated. Otherwise, it will go on to the else if condition. It will go on to the else if condition and check whether condition 2 is satisfied, whether condition 2 matches the requirement of the user and matches the condition defined by the programmer. If yes, then it will execute the statement 2. Otherwise, it will skip the statement 2 and go on to the else block and execute statement 3. So this is how the if-else-if construct works. Now you might be tempted to ask that we could have used the if and only if construct also. Then why did we use if-else-if construct? So that depends on the problem. And mainly, if you are asking about the difference, that in case of if and only if construct, there are multiple if conditions, but there is no else block. Whereas in case of if and else if construct, there are multiple if conditions. That is accepted. Like by using else if, you are defining multiple if conditions, but there is an else block also included. So this is a major difference between if and only if construct and if and else if construct. Let us understand if and else if construct through an example. So what is the problem statement here? So here the user will give you two numbers, will input two numbers and you need to find which of them is greater. Whether the first number entered by the user is greater or whether the second number entered by the user is greater or both of them are equal. Basically you need to find which of the number is maximum from the given number. Now we can simplify this problem using if-else if construct. So in the first, I define the first condition whether A is greater than B. If yes, if A is greater than B, then the first number is greater. If A is not greater than B, let us say if B is greater than A, or if both of them are equal, then it will leave, it will not print that first number is greater. It will immediately jump on to the else if condition and check whether B is greater than A. If B is greater than A, then it will check whether second number is greater, then it will immediately print the second number is greater. But if in case it is not greater, if for example both of them are equal, then it will immediately jump onto the else block and without checking any condition, it will print that both the numbers are equal. Now let us understand what is nested if construct. So when an if block is created within another if block, then it is known as nested if construct. It is a logical situation that the programmer needs to check if it satisfies one condition, then does it satisfy another condition too? If yes, the inner if block is executed, otherwise the inner else block is executed. What do I mean by this explanation or definition? It simply means that when you need to check a condition inside a condition, when you need to, in a situation when you need to check if the input is matching one condition, if it is satisfying one condition, then is it satisfying the second condition also? If it is satisfying the second condition, then a different output will be given. If it is not satisfying the second condition, then a different output will be given. So this is nested if construct. You are defining the if and else block within an if block within an else block. So defining if else block within an if or else block is called nested if construct. Those inner if and else block are called nested if construct. So here is the syntax of nested if construct. So what is the syntax exactly? So first we are checking is condition 1 true or not. If condition 1 is true, then as you can see a nested if has been defined. An if else block has been defined inside the if block. Then it will go on and check whether condition 2 is also satisfied or not. If condition 2 is not satisfied, it will execute the else block. But if in case the outer if block was also was not satisfied, then in that case it will immediately jump onto the else block without checking the inside if block. You need to note that, for example, if the outer if block, if the condition is not satisfied, the condition does not match to the requirements of the user, then it will not go inside and check whether condition 2 is correct or not. It will immediately jump onto the else block, and then inside else block it will check whether condition 2 is defined or not. Here the condition 2 which are inside the if and else block might be same or might be different. Might be same and might be different. It completely depends upon the problem statement. So it will go on to the else block and check whether if the condition 2 is correct or not. Otherwise it will execute the statement 2. So this is nested if construct. So as you can see here, here is a nested if construct diagram. So what is this diagram exactly? So in this diagram there is a main condition, check condition if condition 1 is true or not. And you can see on the arrows I have written yes and no to indicate that if condition 1 is true, then there is this check condition 2 is inside that if condition 1 block. Else, otherwise that no arrow shows that it is the else block, and inside the else block there is a condition 3 and there is a statement 1, statement 2. Okay, so now let us understand the diagram. So now first the control enters and checks whether condition 1 is true or not. If in case it is true, it will go on to check condition 2. If check condition 2 is also true, then statement 3 is executed and the program is terminated. But if in case the check condition 2 is false, then it will immediately jump on to statement 4 and execute that. But for example, the check condition 1 was false itself and it was not executed, that will not go on to check condition 2. It will skip on that statement and directly go on to the no arrow. It will follow that no arrow direction and jump onto the else block. In the else block there is a condition defined, check condition 3. If check condition 3 is true, then statement 1 will be executed. If check condition 3 is also false, then the statement 2 will be executed. Now here the check condition 2 and the check condition 3 might be same and might be different. So I hope that you might have understood what is nested if construct. Let us understand, let us do a program of nested if construct. Here is an example of a program using nested if construct logic. So now what is the problem statement? The user will input three numbers and we need to find the maximum of that number and store it inside the variable named max. So we are using the nested if construct to simplify the program. So the program goes like this. For example, if in condition 1, the first number is stored inside variable A, the second number is stored inside variable B, and the third number is stored inside variable C. So the program goes like this. If but yes, a point to be noted is that all the three numbers entered by the user will be unique. That is, none of the numbers will be same. And we have already informed the user that you need to enter three different numbers. You need to enter three unique numbers. So you do not need to consider the scenario over here that whether any of the two numbers will be identical or same or not. They won't be, and all the three numbers are unique. So now we will proceed on with the program. So first it will check whether the first number is greater than the second number. If yes, then it will go inside the nested if block and check whether the first number is greater than the third number. If yes, it will store it inside the max variable and the program will terminate. Now, if in case the variable a is not greater than c, That is, C is greater than A, then it will go into the else block and store variable C inside max and terminate. But if let us consider another scenario, that is A is not greater than B, instead B is greater than A, then it will immediately jump onto the else block and check whether B is greater than C. If B is greater than C, then it will store the value of B, that is the second number, inside the max variable and terminate. But if in case the B is greater than A, but if it is lesser than the third variable, if it is lesser than C, then of course maximum variable is C. Then we will store it. Then we will store the variable C inside max and terminate. So this was the example program using nested if construct. So here we complete with the decision making using if, nested if, else if, and only if, and if and else if. Thank you for watching.